everybody.
Hey.
How's it going? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Creatively's Intro to Canva class in partnership with Canva. We're so excited to hang out with you today and give you the lowdown on Canva from a creator's perspective.
So drop in the chat, share your socials, what you do as a creative. I'm big on community, so I really want us to connect. I want to make sure that you are getting value from today's class. And with that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Tanyka Renee. I am a pilot explorer creative. I work with brands like Google, Amazon, and some of your favorite tourism boards. And I'm big on sharing the knowledge. And Catie?
Yes, and I'm Catie Takimoto. I'm an art director with over a decade of agency and in-house marketing experience. Work with Tom's Shoes, Shy at Day, Snap, Meta, and currently I'm an art director at Canva, helping small and large businesses really launch their journey into Canva. So I'm excited to talk with you more today about Canva. And Canva really has over 500 creatives on our team. And truly, we have just the utmost respect for all things design. Our product was created by creatives for creatives, and we really want to empower you to use Canva while also celebrating your work and supporting you. So with Canva, we really want you to spend more time doing what you do best, like coming up with ideas, creating amazing work. And when I think back to my previous work experiences, I really wish I had Canva as a tool to allow me to focus on bigger picture ideas, campaigns, creative initiatives, instead of, the day-to-day busy work, updating copy for a social post or an email. Really focusing on the things that you like to do, which is at the end of the day, being creative. So Canva is a creative tool that, again, makes it easy for you to manage like the business side of your creative, whether you're a solo entrepreneur or in a team or actually out working with clients. Oops, sorry. And sorry. Oh, let me pull up the chat. So Canva is really our visual workspace provides the tools for you and your team to create the daily assets needed as a part of today's visual economy and really streamline your entire design process. So I'm super excited for you and your team to learn more about Canva and speak alongside my awesome co-host, Tanyka. So we're going to give you a run through and an intro on how to best start using Canva.
So today we'll be covering the basics, exploring the Canva layout, the editor, and also showing you some templates that you can use for your brand.
So diving right in, this is Canva. And for those who have never opened it before, this is where you land on when you actually get to the home screen after you've created your account. So in the top left, going over the very basics, home button, it'll take you back no matter where you wander off to. Under templates, you'll see categories of templates that you can use. Much more on that in a minute. In the projects, you'll find folders that have been shared with you. And really, this is Canva's superpower, the ability to collaborate and easily share ideas with others. Brand Kit, which is available with a pro account that you'll be getting today for free for 6 months. We'll be sure to drop that in at the end, so please stay to the end if you would like your free 6 months pro account. This is your place to upload your brand resources, fonts, color palettes, logos, and it makes it all really easily accessible within the Canva editor. The content planner is, as the name implies, here to help you plan your content, schedule out posts, and there are many more things for you to explore in Canva. But if you guys are looking to learn more, there are also 3 other Creatively in Canva workshops that will go more in depth on video, design, and how Canva can be used for teams. So I really encourage you guys to sign up, and those are great, amazing free classes that we'll be running in the coming weeks.
So there are so many templates on Canva: brand kits, portfolios, mood boards, pitch decks, greeting cards. There are hundreds and thousands of templates. Each template is easy to customize for your clients or even for your personal brand. Having a cohesive look is everything, and it really, really makes you stand out. So these are some of the ways that I use Canva. I use it for rate cards, invoices, media kits, even for social posts. And I'll let Catie give you an example of a design.
Yeah, so, oops, sorry. So this is actually a demo that we wanted to walk you through and how you can like quickly and easily create content for yourself or your client. I'm sure you guys creatives are always making and creating. If you guys actually have dog types, let us know like what you actually use in your day-to-day and what you're creating for your own design and for your brands, because Canva has so many templates. But this is actually a demo of a sort of a trendy sportswear brand. Oftentimes we not only create for ourselves, but also clients. But I wanted to showcase how simple it is to create a social media post for this trendy sportswear brand. And so I set up their brand kit in Canva, created the logo in Canva. The color palette was recommended by Canva. Canva is such a powerful tool for even getting you started pulling these and getting inspiration together for a brand. I also have the fonts that you can see in here.
So we're gonna dive right into it and go to the top right to create a design, and I'm gonna create an Instagram social post. Under the templates on the left, I'm going to search Black Friday minimal and try to find a template that I can start with that fits the vibe of this sportswear brand. All right, I'm kind of feeling this red one, so we'll choose that and start to actually customizing it using the Elements tab. Since it's a sportswear brand, I'm gonna search for running shoes. You could do photos, but I'm actually gonna do a video. This one seems like a really cool shoe and showcases the product really well. I know it's like a 3D rendering, but just imagine you can actually shop these. So I'm gonna put it in and kind of finesse the cropping until I get it perfectly where I want it. Then we're gonna go in and start editing some of the elements. I'm actually going to use the brand kit that I put together for World Studios and use the brand font. Down at the bottom, I can go to change all, and automatically all of the fonts in this entire design are changed to the brand font. Now I'm gonna start grouping it together just so that I can combine like elements. The command for that is Command G to group, and just cleaning it up, which ultimately when I eventually edit the text, it will be important that these are grouped properly and will be easier to move around. Next, I'm gonna go into the brand colors and start changing all the colors in the design to be the brand color, and I can start playing with the colors that I want it to be. So play with that white, and let's try green or blue, and then white here, this cream color. And I can click change all, and that will change it across anywhere that is a like element. It'll automatically change all the colors to be that same color. Works well in this case for most instances. Black Friday, I'm gonna make this lime green, and let's just move it out of the way because I want to show you another really cool tool, and that's the edit video background remover. And if I click that, it automatically cuts out the background of the video, which is such a amazing feature. It would take you forever to do this manually. So we can see here that This is looking really cool. It adds just another level of dynamicness to the design. So I'm gonna move these elements out of the way a little bit more till I like where they are so I can really showcase these shoes. Let's move it behind or in front of the starburst and preview. Okay, I like how that's looking. I'm gonna move it a little bit smaller so it's not so much over the 50% off when it spins. And okay, that's looking a bit better. Finally, we're gonna add the logo for World Studio. So I'm gonna go to the logo tab and populate it down here and scale it down. You can always go to more if the logo tab isn't showing and just search for a logo and then that will pop up. And then finally gonna position it right, align it to the limited time only. And I'm liking how that is feeling. All right, looking pretty good. And then finally what I wanna do is animate it. You can do these page animations, which is applied to all the elements in the design, or you could go and select each element individually and animate it in. But for this demo, I am just going to do the page combination fun. I really think this is a really dynamic social media post that will be perfect for this brand's Black Friday event. So I'm going to rename it up at the top, World Studios Black Friday. And then I'm going to resize it because I also want it as a poster and maybe an Instagram story. So type those in and select them. And then I also want to make it a poster to print out for the shop. So copying and resize, and that automatically populates it in two different tabs. You can see it at the top, the name is poster portrait. So I can then start moving elements around. All the elements will already be there. It makes designing it at the different ratio much, much faster. So for this Instagram story, let's just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pull up this gradient, move this 50% off starburst out of the way and move up limited time only to really fill the space more. I'm gonna scale up this gradient and move this little logo down to the bottom right. I'm gonna add Black Friday sale, and you'll see because I grouped these together, the black box is expanding with the text. I love that feature. Really cool. And just scaling up the shoes a little bit, moving things around so they don't run into each other. And cool, this is feeling really good. And you can see how quickly I turned it from an Instagram post into an Instagram story. We are ready for promoting this brand's Black Friday sale.
Cool. So that is how easy it is to actually create a social media post using a Canva template and really customizing it to a brand. And I'm excited to have Tanyka talk you through a piece that she actually created for her own brand.
Every creator needs a media kit, whether you own a brand or you are a brand. A media kit is the perfect way to showcase who you are, what you do, and any needed information on your brand or your company. Okay, let's get started. So to begin, you want to type in media kit into the search bar, as you can see as I'm doing. So hundreds and hundreds of templates are going to pop up. It can become a little overwhelming. So what I do is I use the filter toolbar on the left. It breaks down the templates by style, theme, and color. I'm going to pick, I'm going to actually pick minimalist, and I'm going to pick business. No particular reason. I'm more of a minimalist girl. And you see, we kind of filtered out the templates, figure out what aligns, and I'm gonna pick this one right here. Okay, so now we have our template.
So on the bottom right, you can find a slider that allows you to zoom in and zoom out of your template. It's easier when you're working, you might want to zoom in. You also notice everything is clickable in this template. Canva wants you to customize and make every template your own. It's very easy to do. We're going to start off with the text. Canva offers so many font options. I remember when I was starting with Canva, I was like, wow, I didn't even know, like, so many font options, and it's very easy to use. And you can see how it looks within your document as you're scrolling through. Play around with some really quick for you guys. Also, you have the option to add different effects. Let's say you want to make it neon, have a neon feeling, boom. Or you want to change the intensity or even the shape. Very, very easy to do. So many options. And there's even an option for animation. So you might not use animation in your media kit, but let's say if you're creating a presentation and you want to add some animation, some fun, very easy to do. So now we're going to take a look at color. You can change the color of your text 1, 2, 3. So each template comes with their own color profiles, but you can also add your own brand identity. It's easy, just add it in, change it right here, as you can see. Now let's say you want to upload some fonts, you can also do that right here. Make sure that it matches your brand identity. And Canva also picks up the colors that are on photos. So let's say you like the colors that are within an image that you uploaded, and we're going to show you how to upload shortly. You can find it right here and change the font to match that. Now, I'm going to change this to my name to show you how easy it is to do. I feel like I keep saying easy. When I say everything is easy, everything is easy. Okay, so let's change this photo. You can upload straight from your laptop. Boom, drop it right in. Let's say you want to upload it from Instagram. You just add your Instagram and you can pull photos straight from your Instagram. And you just drop it right in. And, you know, changing anything, everything, boom. I want to show you how to actually download this document. So where you see the share icon, you tap that. Well, before we even do that, let's change the document name. I'm going to change it to Tanyka Renee Media Kit. And now you click download. I'm going to make it a PDF. You have a lot of file options. Let's flatten a PDF. You click download, takes no time, and now you have your first media kit. Easy. Boom. So my favorite part of Canva is that they have an app. So basically, let's say you're traveling, you know, I'm on a plane and I need to update my media kit. I can do it right on the Canva app and download it straight to my phone. and let's say you're creating a template, you want to share straight to socials, you can also do that. You still have the different document types. You can save it in different formats. It's just like using it in the web browser. My favorite tool is the background eraser. So we're just gonna take a Canva photo, click the edit image, click background eraser, and boom, the background is gone. So this is great if you're working with logos or even products for your website. I'm gonna show you, actually I'm gonna show you how to save it. So we click the top right, and we save it just like we're saving any other document. But let's click transparent background. And now we save. So we save the image. And I am going to turn I'm going to upload the image, and then I'm going to turn the background red, because I want to show you what a transparent background is. Now you see our logo has a transparent background, so it can be placed on a color background. So now imagine, like, if you have your products and you want to place that on your website. So easy to use, one of my favorite tools.
Cool. So those were some demos giving you insight into all the very basic intro features of Canva. There is so much more to learn. Again, there are 3 other workshops going more in depth on design, animation, and video content creation, as well as Canva for teams. So right now we will open it up to the floor and any questions y'all may have.
Hello, Kyle from Creatively coming in here to read some of these questions off to you guys. Thank you for that lovely presentation. I hope everyone in our audience learned a lot. So let's start off with this one great question. Lindsay asks, any advice for people just starting out in their creative careers that you wish you had known earlier on? Not directly linked to Canva, but very important for this conversation.
Well, I'll dive in. Believe in yourself, trust your ideas. I know when I first was starting, I wanted to be like everyone else. I felt like I knew I was creative, and I felt like I tried to define my creativity by what everyone else was doing, and that is so wrong. We are all unique. We all have different fingerprints. Be yourself. Like, you're special. Your creativity is special and it's different. Dive into it. You know, I wish I had an opportunity to try different classes, take different classes, you know, learn different ways to express your creativity. And how about you, Catie?
Sorry, which question was that? I was just getting the Zoom background off.
Essentially, they're just asking any advice for creative people starting out in their creative careers that you wish you had known earlier on.
I honestly would say that there are so many different creative outlets. It's, you know, I started off in animation. I ended up more in art direction and graphic design. I think it's important to really explore all the different types of creative outlets, mediums like photography, etc. I wouldn't, I guess, set yourself on one unless like you are super passionate, but there's like a whole creative is just so general. You can create, you know, truly like content creation, like Tanyka shows like her life as a creator. Like there are so many. I just wish I had explored that maybe a little bit more early on. So yeah.
It is the way of the world now. I think we all wish we had tapped in a little sooner. I'm sure Tanyka probably even wishes she tapped in sooner. She'd be even further than she is already. Another good question, and this will entail diving back into the platform, I think. Can you explain how to change the design into different formats again? Changing it from an Instagram story post to a poster.
Yeah, so that is actually really easy. Let me just actually, I can share my screen, but it's just a matter of doing the resize feature in Canva using Canva Pro. I'm so excited for you guys to actually get this Canva Pro and play with all these features. Here, let me share my screen. So as you can see, like this button right here allows you to really change it into whatever size you want. I could change it into like a
We
presentation.
cannot see your screen, Catie. We're
Oh,
still
no.
looking at the, oh, no worries. We're still looking at the question screen.
Can you
There
see
you
my
go.
screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this resize feature, so powerful. It's a Canva Pro tool, but basically you can resize what I could take this Instagram post to a presentation. So like more of like a long horizontal layout video. Really, or you can actually type in whatever custom size you want and it'll automatically scale things to the different size. And I mean, it's not like perfect, but all the elements are there, really easy to resize everything and move it around, kind of like I showed in my demo. Yeah. But that's the resize feature.
Awesome. Another good question is, can you upload additional fonts to your brand kit that don't exist in Canva?
I can answer that one. Yes, you absolutely can. So in the text, you can, sorry, where is in the brand kit here, actually home, go into the, there is an option right here for the uploading of fonts. So you can see upload font right here, super easy in the corner to upload a font. So if you have a font that you bought on a different site, Etsy or whatever, you can just upload the file directly here. Yeah.
All right, I'm scrolling through the questions. Sorry for the silence.
No worries.
Just trying to figure out which ones to answer next. There are so many. Let's see, a good one. It was asked in the chat and you kind of touched on it a bit, Catie, but people are asking, what is a media kit? A few people have asked that question.
Nico, I'll let you go ahead. I think you use this more on your day-to-day.
So I use my media kit is like a resume, and I use my media kit for when I'm working with brands. It shows my demographic. It basically shows what I have to offer. So it shows my demographic. It shows my socials, the number of following. It also breaks down what makes me different as a creator. So I touch on how I'm a pilot and I'm explorer, how many countries I visited. And it also, I like to put some photos in to give a touch of what type of content I created. The difference between, I know there was also a question asking, what's the difference between a media kit and a brand kit? So the brand kit is where you have your colors, your fonts, everything that makes up your brand, but your media kit is your promotional tool to basically market yourself.
Perfect answer. A good question is, what is your favorite feature in Canva? And I would love both of you to answer that question.
Listen, I love the background remover. Like that is, and now I would say in the last 2 weeks, I found out that you can remove background on video. My reels are about to be crazy next level.
No, I mean, I feel like everybody loves the background remover, but I would have to say the thing that I go to for Canva most is probably the ease of animations. And again, I come from an animation background. I studied it in college, and it's just so tedious, so time consuming to have to like move elements. If you guys have at all worked with After Effects, you know, it's like, I mean, it's a lot. So I would definitely say the simple animations that you can apply across the page, like that is definitely my favorite. I think animation and video like is just going to be so big in the next few years. It's already, but having that like element of movement really takes anything to the next level.
Awesome. And leading from that is a simple one that kind of goes right in tandem with what are your favorite tricks for video on Canva? Any tips and tricks?
I'll just start with this one. I love actually the transition match and move. I know you guys need to attend the actual like video editing workshop and class, but like match and move transition really makes things super cool. Like you can have a logo, the same element moving from like here to like here in the next frame, and it does it all for you. It's so cool.
Yeah, Catie just showed it to me and I was like, okay, I can't wait. Like imagine a reel and you have your logo and it's in the intro and then it shifts down to the bottom right corner and then your reel is continuously playing. Like that's fire.
All of these things sound so exciting. I need to get on it. I mean, we all do. Okay. Somebody said, could these social media, referencing what you were showing, what you were making during the presentation, Catie, could these social media posts be used on our actual social media accounts? And I'm assuming obviously the answer is yes, but can you share with them how they can share that?
Yeah, Tanyka kind of touched on this, but it's really easy to download directly from the app onto your phone and just upload natively. So like it's probably easiest, I personally find, to design on desktop, but then having it being able to download it directly to your phone and then upload from there, that just makes everything just so seamless. And you know, one of, I think, the things about design is that it's traditionally been very hard to like transfer assets from desktop to different devices, and we're like a very mobile first world now, so it's really great that I think Canva has a native app for iPhone and Google Android.
Any advice for creatives who have more than one niche? That's a pretty loaded question. I think both of you can take a stab at that one.
Why don't you try that one up? You touch a lot of different people.
I say, well, so some creators believe that you don't want to overload people. So you should have one niche on your page. I believe show who you are, show every perspective, even when you're digging into new things, because I'm big on just being you. And when you are a creator, when you're an influencer and you're showing the world you, show all parts of you.
Yeah, no, and that's good. Tanyka was hyping me up the other day. I was like, I'm so creative.
Catie's so awesome. Catie is so awesome. Her socials are amazing. She has great advice.
But no, I'm sort of like in a similar, yes, I'm an art director. I also kind of run my own little micro account about like financial wellness and everything, but just kind of finding that medium. I feel like I'm a little bit wish I had led with Tanyka's advice and kind of not pigeonholing my personal self into just this one very, very specific thing, which is about women being empowered to negotiate on behalf of themselves. So I think, you know, speaking from that sort of perspective, yeah, it's like a little hard because then you like lose followers when you talk about things you're actually interested in, but that maybe didn't relate to that niche audience. So
I always say when I'm working with other creatives, I always say, you know, take these words, take words, I would say 4 to 5 words to describe yourself. And for me, it's travel. I love fashion. I'm into adventure travel. So I put myself in all these different categories, but it's all travel. And I kind of take my content and I make sure that whether it's in a caption or in a photo, that it's always bringing it back to who I am. But I love food. So I'm going to show food. I love cooking. So every now and then I might show cooking and bring that back to travel.
Amazing. Thank you both for answering that. That was such a thorough answer to such a almost trick question, essentially. And the chat, I noticed someone, and they have been, our lovely team from Canva is helping to answer some of the questions, but some people were asking questions about exporting and how their things become blurry. I don't know if you want to talk about that and the best way to export the items that you make on Canva so that text is not blurry and things like that.
I think blur usually happens when the text should be a graphic that's like a vector thing. So usually text doesn't get blurry. The only thing I can think to say is that you need to, if it's like a photograph, it needs to be high resolution or large enough that you're not stretching it out so much that sometimes it becomes blurry when you export it. So checking like the dimensions, if you have like this small of a photograph that you're putting onto the canvas, and trying to stretch it to be this big, then sometimes, yes, it comes out blurry and you would need to find either a different photo or export your original design or original photo or original like text layer as a higher quality design. So sorry, that's a little confusing, and exporting can be really hard, and it's definitely in the weeds, but hopefully that answered your question to some degree. But things like SVGs and icons usually are vector based so that you can really stretch them to be any different size.
Awesome. Another great question is, can you blur the background and not remove it? Can you share that tactic with us?
You can. I think the best way that I would go about doing that is, let me just open up a thing and like prep you a design really quick to just show you how I would actually go about doing that.
Yeah, go for it. Share your screen with us.
Let me pull up let me show my screen. Okay, so the video feature probably we're still like working out it out. The background remover on that is still very much in beta, but okay, somebody maybe just give me a thing of a photograph I could search for. And let's do like a fruit photo. Okay, this is not a good box. Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. Box. Okay, let's do like that's already kind of blurry. Let's find. Okay, I'm just gonna choose this and blur out the background. So like edit image, I would duplicate this so that it sits on top, and then I could edit this image and do the background remover. And hopefully that would cut out the main sort of area to this. Sometimes it takes a little bit to think, but it's still faster. So you can see that this is the book that it has selected. Oops. Oh no, darn it. I undid that. Sorry, background remover. And then we're going to apply that. So you can see this like book layer is on its own. And then you could take this background image, edit the image, and under the adjust settings, you can see you can like blur the background like that so that it would bring into focus whatever you are actually trying to focus on. You might need to clean this up, but that's just wanted to demo that real quick.
Amazing, Catie. Thank you so much. And just a tip before we continue, make sure you share your other presentation so we can share that code at the end too.
Oh, yes. Here,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead when we can keep answering questions, but let me pull up the code so y'all can get your 6 months of Canva Pro for free.
Yes. And while we're doing that, we can just answer maybe like 2 more questions. Let's see. Let's see if you'll be able to answer this one. How can Canva be used in creating a website that will host content and shopping? Are there tools for this?
I am so excited about this Canva websites feature. We are working on, right now it's just sort of like microsite landing pages that you can actually build it out module by module. I am hoping and we are asking our web dev team to work on like some sort of Shopifying e-com. Right now it's just kind of a long scroll site, and you can create like multiple pages to where it like looks like you can navigate through a web page. My team is like working on a really cool project to actually utilize this, but nothing quite has launched for like the actual like Shopify shopping feature. But it's a really great site, and you can actually buy your own domains through Canva and host your little website that you design and create in Canva on Canva. So really, really cool stuff. It would work really well for, you know, showcasing like a portfolio or things like that. And has all the same elements like the video animations that you can like add in to your website. So recommend playing with that. And there are new templates coming out every day for the websites and that you can actually use to start basing your own custom site on. So stay tuned and watch for more things in that space.
Amazing. I actually think that may be a good note to end on, but I'm going to scroll quickly just to see if there's any more valuable questions to our session. Here's one good one before we leave the room. Is there a way to view previous edit history? That's actually kind of important for people.
Oh, yes, there absolutely is. I don't, oh, people are saying the code they're having trouble with the code. So we will definitely look into that.
And people are also commenting that it needs to be in all caps, but
okay.
Yeah.
All caps code, y'all. But under file, with the Pro, you also get a version history. So it'll auto-save the version history of your working file. So you can go back into the version history. That's again, file version history. And you can go, if you accidentally deleted stuff, it should all be there. And it automatically saves periodically. So we love an autosave as creatives. when your work crashes, that's always so sad.
That is key. So important. Oh, I'm looking at the chat. For anyone who is ineligible for the Canva Pro 6 months free because you already have it, basically you can just sign up with a new email address. That's an easy fix. Or you can, wait, I'm drawing a blank. There was another option. You can sign up with a new email address, or either you can just, basically you have to start a new account. Let me just shorten it for you all. So that's all there is to that. But I'm hoping the code is working for everyone.
Is there an expiration date, Kyle?
You know, that I do not know. Let's go in the chat and ask our friends at Canva if they can clarify that. No expiration date. Thank you, Andrew. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. The code is right there on the screen, all caps Creatively Pro 1 for anyone who is missing it, or you can also scan the QR code. and go forth.
Cool. Well, you can follow along for more awesome classes at Instagram's Hello Creatively. And I'm Tanyka. Do you want to drop yours so where they can find you?
I'm Tanyka Renee at Tanyka. Well, Tanyka Renee. You can find me on Tanyka Renee. Also www.tanykarenee.com. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined. Like, listen, we're going to go out here and we're going to be great. We're going to walk in our greatness and be creative and share our creativity with the world.
Yes, and follow Canva for more updates to where we are taking this.
Wait,
and
Catie, we're not sharing the socials. Are we sharing socials?
Oh, for my socials, you can follow me. I'm Catie Takimoto on Instagram, or I am also, if you are more interested in financial wellness content, I'm at Millennial Money Honey. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, ladies. This was so wonderful. I hope everyone enjoyed the class. One last chance for you to make sure you get the information on the screen. And we will also be following up with an email to all of those who attended, just in case you weren't able to get that. But thank you again, Catie and Tanyka, and bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys.